Hello and welcome back to another episode of Austin Golfs. I know it's been a while since we've made our last video and there's a reason behind that. I recently just started a new part-time job with a local Jacksonville golf clothing brand called Live Forever Golf. I'm wearing some of their clothes right now. You can see our logo here. It's the Full Send logo and our Full Send polos. If you guys are interested in checking the company out, it's liveforevergolf.com. I'll leave a link down in the description. So feel free to check them out, make your order, and tell them that Austin Golf sent you. We're gonna do something a little different. I've only played the tips here at Bent Creek maybe once or twice. And the last time I did it, I think I broke 90 for sure. So I definitely want to try playing from the tips again and get it on video. Now, the tips here aren't considered like the normal tips at other courses. The tips here are only 6,500 yards. But that's still tough because the course is very tight and technical, so we're really gonna have to hit the shots we need to hit in order to stay in play and keep a good score. If you guys are enjoying these type of videos and you've missed me, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below. Comment down below what type of video you wanna see next, or if you wanna see a type of challenge or a 1v1 match. Let me know, we can make it happen. All right, we'll see you on the first tee. That. We had a really good tee shot on the opening hole. I'm gonna hit a 7-iron to lay up. That'll give me about 100 yards into the green. Pretty comfortable with that number. That wasn't nice, easy, and smooth, but it laid up, so we're in a good spot. We've got 77 yards left to the flag. I'm gonna pitch a 60-degree up there. Also, I'm working on some swing changes. I used to be too steep, so now I'm working on trying to get more on plane, so we might see some wild, crazy shots here. 77 yards. Let's just try to get on the green here. Pretty good. You're on the green. I know what you all are probably thinking. In your head, you're probably going, Austin, are you really putting for birdie on the first hole? Why, yes I am. Am I gonna make birdie on the first hole? Probably not. Let's go for a par. Start the round off right. That's really short. Okay, these are a lot slower than the practice green. Holy cow. Okay, now I really know what you all are thinking. Austin, are you really gonna 3-putt bogey the first hole? Probably. We're gonna try not to. If we make this, it'll be a good start. There we go. Nice job. Hole 1 with a par. Okay, we are here at hole 2, par 3. I've got it lasered at 180 to the pin. So I'm gonna take a 6. And hopefully that's the right number. That's going right. Way right. Ooh. It's gonna be a tough chip and a putt. We went really long with that 6-iron here. So we're past the green on the right side. Not an easy chip here. Got a long way to go to get to the green. And I'm gonna do that. Great. Nice job. One of the cool things about golf that most people don't appreciate is when you hit a bad shot, you get to do it again. So we're hitting our 3rd shot here. Still not on the green. Bit easier of a shot though. Let's see if we can get up and down and save bogey. Get a little closer. Not as close as I'd like. We got our bogey putt here. Uphill, left to right. I really want to make this one, so I got to give it the good pace to give it a chance. Let's go. Loop-de-loop around the hole. That's a good bogey save. All right, hole 3, par 4. I struggle with this hole a lot. The key to success here is to stay away from the water that goes all the way down the right side of the hole. That's my usual miss here. So let's hope we don't do that and get through the hole without a lost ball. That's going right for the water. I think it stayed up. Luckily our ball managed to stay in over here. I've got 150 left to the pin, pin's in the back. I've got a pitch and wedge to hit. Hopefully it's the right number. Middle of the green. We hit a great approach shot there with our pitching wedge. Pretty much exactly pin high, just to the left like I wanted it to go. We got a birdie putt, left to right a little bit. See if we can nestle up there close and get the par. That's it. All right, a little too far. That putt was a little quicker than the other ones. We got another tester for a par. Back up the hill right to left. Really need to hit the right speed on this so it drops in. I got it playing right on the edge. Hopefully that's enough break. Nice. Good par. Okay, after the first 3 holes, we are currently sitting at 1 over par. It's a great start. It's exactly what I wanted, just a calm, smooth round, you know, just to get our feeling out with this new swing we've been working on. Coming up for the next 3 holes are 2 shorter par 4s and a pretty tough par 5. So through these 3 holes, I do kind of make mistakes on them as far as lost tee shots. So if I could stay 2 over or better through the next 3 holes, that'd be the goal. Great drive. We had a really great drive on this hole. I've got 115 left to the pin. Pin's in the front. We're just on the edge of the fairway here down the left side, on a bit of a downslope as well, so a little bit more of a technical shot. Hopefully we can get it on the green. I want to miss left if I miss. Just there. Great number. Okay, we got another look at birdie over here. It's kind of going over a hump and going to the left. So I'm going to play this a couple cups outside on the right. Hopefully I hit the right speed. And it gets pretty close. Had the right speed, it just didn't break at all. Another par. Nice job. Hole 5, another short par 4. I'm taking 4-iron off the tee because there's no need to hit a 3-wood or a driver because it's so short and tight. The thing though is they got these tee boxes setting you up to go right to these trees down here on the left in the woods, so you gotta make sure you're aimed correctly off the tee box. I really like to take it over this front bunker down the left side. That's kind of my aim point. All right, that's in the water down the right side. So we're gonna take a drop. That sucks. First missed ball of the round. So we've taken our drop. We're hitting our 3rd shot now. I've got 125 to the flag. It's in the middle. I've got a little bit of wind behind me, so I'm going to take a 56 and kind of give it a little bit extra. Get left, get left. Okay, I think we hit that long, really long. Okay, so I guess I can hit my 56 degree over 130 yards, which is not expected. So we're hitting our fourth shot from the back of the green. Hopefully we can get up and down for a 5. All right, we've got a chance. Bit of a long putt, but we've got a chance. We've got our bogey putt here, uphill, just a little bit of left to right. I've got it on the left edge. This is a very important putt for bogey. I don't prefer double bogeys, but I'd like to go triple bogey free. That seems to be my biggest issues right now is triples. So if we can get through today without a triple, that'd be great. Go. Oh, that was in the hole. That was in the hole. Okay, that's our first double of the round. Not bad. I mean, we lost the ball, so. All right, we have made it to hole number 6, the second par 5 of the round. It's a dog leg right. Taking 3-wood off the tee because driver brings in too many issues into play. 3-wood's not that much better, but I can play it more right around the corner. I think it'll get through. Cut that corner really too tight. Not a good shot. Hopefully it made it. Our 3-wood ended up in this right rough. I'm typically here anyway, so it's no big deal. Taking a pitching wedge to lay up with a 150 shot to leave me like 100 in. That's a good layup. We are back in the middle of the fairway, hitting our third shot to the green. I've got 115 to the pin, but like right around 100 to the middle. So I'm gonna take a 60 degree and aim for the middle. Right in the middle. Like I like it. All right, we were aiming for the middle of the green with that approach. Mission accomplished. Got a pretty good ways to go for birdie. Downhill a little bit, left to right a little bit. Let's get the speed right. Get it close for an easy par. That's gotta go. Okay, we're still leaving them short. I have not figured out the speeds yet. All right, we've got pretty much the same putt as the last one. Up the hill, left to right. This is for par, so this is an important putt. Would love to make this one. Oh, that stinks. Got to work on the first putt speed for sure. The lag is not there today. All right, we are through the first 6 holes of today's round. We're currently sitting at 4 over par, which is an incredible round so far. I always love to stay below bogey golf. Hole number 7 coming up, par 3. I do have a hole-in-one here, which is amazing. I'm not trying to get another one today. Well, maybe I will. Who knows? We'll see. Anything can happen. But the next 3 holes are a par 3, a shorter par 4, and a pretty tough par 5 going into 9. So, if we can finish these last 3 holes and get a total score of 7 over or better through the first 9, that'd be great. So that's what we're gonna shoot for. We've got 141 to the pin, pin's in the front. I'm gonna hit a pitching wedge. I pulled it a little bit, get over the bunker. All right, we're over the bunker on the right side. Gonna be a tough up and down. All right, we found ourselves over here on the right side. Not a bad number. It's the right number, pin high, but just a little right. I'm hooking it just a little bit, so we'll figure that out. Tough chip. Got to go over this bunker on the green and up towards the hole. Kind of an awkward lie here too. That's a really good shot. We got an easy chance for par here. Hopefully we can knock it down. Okay, we got a tricky par putt here. It's not a long one, but there's quite a bit of break toward the right. And I'm not a fan of these little short slider putts. So I could either hit it short and it cut in front of the hole, or hit it too hard and it burns the edge. So definitely a speed putt. Nice, good par. Great par from over there. We had a really good tee shot on that drive. Left me with 115 left to the pin. I've got about 97 to the center. So I'm just gonna take another 60 degree and aim for the center. I've gotta get down. Get down. Okay, we just missed the left side of the green. Not bad, we're on the fringe. All right, we found ourselves on the left fringe. Not a bad shot. Just a little left where I'd like. Good number. We got this for our birdie off the green. Downhill, left to right. Need to get the speed right. That's going in. Go in. Oh no. That just lipped out and went like another 3 feet past. That was a great speed on that putt. I mean, it just burned the edge and just kept going down the hill. So we got another tester for par. Back up the hill, going right to left. Another important putt here. Would love to make this. And I pushed it. That stinks. Another bogey. Not a bad bogey though. Would have loved to make that. All right, hole number 9, long par 4, longer par 4, one of the tougher ones as well because it's tight off the tee. Fairway is super important here off the tee box. You don't want to miss the fairway. Low burner, but it'll work. That'll run a good bit. Fairway, that's all I asked for. Tee shot made it in the fairway, but it wasn't a very long tee shot. We've got a good bit of ways to go to the green. I've got the flag pinned at 185. I've got 180 to the middle, so I'm gonna take a 6-iron. Oh, one hopped on the green and went long. Okay. Our 6-iron went a little bit long. We hit the green once and hopped off the back, left us with a tough short-sided chip. So I've got a little 60 degree. See if I can land it just on the green and triple forward just a little bit. Go, 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 go. Not enough. Tried to be fancy. We got a pretty tough par putt over here. We're just on the edge of the green. Downhill, right to left. I've got a spot picked out. Hopefully we can get this close. Get out of here with a bogey. Nothing more than that. That's not even halfway to the hole. I'm scared of him. There's the tester for bogey. I do not like this at all. Oh, we're gonna double it. Dang it. That's stinks. That really stinks. Alrighty, we just finished the front 9. We ended hole 9 with a double that really stunk. I did not want to finish the front off like that, but we said before going into the last 3 holes that we'd like to finish 7 over or better going into the back 9, and we're exactly at 7 over. So we shot 43 on the front. That's a great score from the tips. The back 9 is more technical, so if I keep things in play, we should do pretty well, but if I can't keep the ball in play off the tee, it's going to be a bad back half. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. All right, here we go, hole 10, 3 wood off the tee. That's water. Okay, I'm gonna take a drop on this hole. Not a good way to start. All right, so we found our ball all the way over there on the other side of the creek. So we're taking a drop. We took our drop, so we're hitting our 3rd shot. I've got the pin at 144 yards. Pin's in the front. I don't want to be short because the water runs up in front of the green, so I'm taking a pitching wedge and hopefully I'm just a little long. Okay, we definitely went long. We're on the back of the green. All right, we've got a long way to go for par. I'm not expecting to make par, but my expectation is to get this close enough to make bogey and get out of here with no less than a bogey, or no more than a bogey. Crazy putt, downhill, uphill, right to left, so I got this played out wide right. Hopefully it'll come back towards the left. Go, go. Oh man, I felt like I hit that so hard. So hard. This is not where we wanted to be, but it's where we're at. We're putting for bogey. A very decent length putt, tough one. Still going right to left. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can knock it down. Nope. That is another double bogey, which is what we didn't want there. We hit a really good 3 wood off the tee here, just in the left rough, which is perfectly fine. This is the hardest hole on the course because it's a long par 4 and you have a double cover and a dog leg because you have to cover the slop off the tee shot, and then there's a little bit more slop here that splits the fairway down the middle. So you got to play this one tactically. So I've got 225 left to the green. That's a very long way to go. I'm not gonna go for that because I'm in some thick rough and I just want to get to the other side of the slop. So I'm gonna take a 6 and hopefully that gives me enough to get out of this and over to the other side. And we're in the middle of the slop, but they just mowed it so we can hit out of it, thankfully. So we didn't hit a good second shot with that 6-iron. Got caught up in the rough and ended up in this marsh stuff. They just mowed it, so I am able to hit out of this, thankfully. Got about 120 to the green, to the pin, hitting a 56. We are just on the front of the green. It's a good shot out of that. All right, we got a long way to go for par. Up the hill, right to left. Would love to make this. Getting par on this hole is like getting a birdie because of how difficult it is. It's a long putt, so we know they're slow. Give it the right speed, give it a chance. That's pretty good. Pretty good. take a bogey. I don't like bogeys, but getting a bogey on this hole is like getting a par because it's so difficult. So I'm happy with that bogey. That'll play. Our tee shot made it to the fairway. It wasn't a pretty tee shot at all, but the result's fine, just fine. I've got 107 yards to the middle of the green, pins in the back. I'm gonna take a 60 and try to get it up there. I don't know where that's at because I can't see it, but hopefully it's on the green. All right, our second shot made it on the green. Still a good ways to go to the hole. Downhill, right to left. Tricky putt. I really got to get this one close for a par because I'd like to get a little par train going. Kind of a double breaker. I'm on a hill here, so it goes left at the start and then back right. So I think I'm gonna just go right at the hole. Maybe a little left of it. And hopefully that'll get us close. Not bad. There we go. All right, everybody, that's the end of hole 12 on today's round. Current score, we are at 10 over par, playing from the tips. It's a very good round so far. I'm still 2 shots below bogey golf, which is really good. I always like to stay below bogey golf. The next 3 holes, 13, 14, and 15. 13 is a tricky dogleg left par 4 that you really have to get a good tee shot on. 14 is a longer par 3, the longest par 3 on the course, I think, depending on where the tee box is. It's a pretty tough one to get. And then another tough par 5 dogleg left. That's really, really tough if you don't have a good tee shot. So the next 3 holes are pretty important. These next 3 are harder than the last 3 holes. So this is where we have to really focus and concentrate on our swings, play the correct shots, pick the correct clubs, and get out of here within a good score. 3 holes, these 3, if I could go bogey, bogey, bogey or better, 3 over through the 3, I'd be fine with that. Hole 14 is a dogleg left. Very tough hole if you don't get your tee shot because the second shot leads to a blind green. So there's 2 trees out there in the middle that I'm going to try to go for. Great shot. Gotta love that one. Oh, I thinned it. Get down. Get down. That's not gonna be good. I just ruined that tee shot. That is so bad. We missed the green, but it's honestly not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be back there in that jump. Still not an easy chip. See if we can get up and down for par. Go in the hole. Oh, it just lipped on the edge of the hole. Wow. There we go. Good up and down after that bad second shot. Take those all day. All right, we're on hole 14, longest par 3 of the course. I've got the flag at 212 yards. I'm gonna hit a 5-iron. Come back. Well, I think that's gonna be in the hazard. Okay, our tee shot did not survive the woods over here. So we're hitting our 3rd shot. See if we can get up and down for bogey. Gotta sit. Gonna go down the hill. Give it to me.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, sir. Bogey save. Thank you. Okay, hole 15 is the toughest par 5 on the course because it's a dogleg left and you've got a marsh in front of the green. Tee shot, every shot's super important, but the tee shot matters the most. So let's see if we can get a good one.
Ooh, wow. Woo! Home run.
Gotta love that.
Yep, you smoked that one.
Okay, we hit a really, really good tee shot here. One of the best I've had on this hole. 3-shot par 5, so we're laying up with a 7-iron. That should be okay. All right, we've got 117 left to the flag. Got to go over these trees, so it's a little tricky here, but I've got a 56. Clear the bunker. All right, we're past the bunker, probably pin high on the right. Ah, it's got to sit. Too thin. That's got to get there. Okay, after holes 13, 14, and 15, our total score is 12 over par, which is great. The last 3 holes is this short par 3 and 2 pretty simple par 4s. So if we can finish the round at 15 under, 15 over or better, that'd be great. Oh, it's short. Really short. I thought I hit that solid. So we hit our tee shot pretty short, a lot shorter than we expected to. That leaves us with a chip and a putt for par. Let's see if we can knock it in. Pretty good. Thank you. Oh no, that's left. Kick out. I don't know about that one. We did not find our tee shot, so we're taking a drop and hitting 3. Okay, that'll work. I've got 146 yards left to the pin. I'm gonna take a pitching wedge. I think that's a little long. All right, we are all the way back here, way past the green. I don't know what happened there. I had 146 to the flag and I hit a pitching wedge. And we're like 30 yards past, so. Landed it right at the hole. Not in front of the hole, but right at the hole. Right on by. Oh no. That's a quad. That's a tough quad. Okay, here we go, the final hole of the round, hole number 18. We just took an abysmal quadruple bogey on 17, so that really killed our score. We're currently sitting at 16 over par going into this final hole. Perfect. We've got our final approach shot of the day. I've got the flag at 102 yards. I'm gonna take a 60. Now that I'm down here though, the ball is gonna be a little bit above my feet, but it should be okay. I got some wind behind me, so I'm gonna back off of it a little bit. Just a little long. I hit it a little bit thin, so still a good shot though. All right, we've got our birdie putt here just off the back of the green. Not too far, a little downhill, right to left. Just try to get it close and get out of here with a par. Or it can go in for the birdie. Nope. We will take a par. All right, so that is the end of today's round at Bent Creek Golf Club, playing from the tips. I had the scores kind of mixed up a little bit. I didn't score on one hole, so we finished with a score of 88 from the tips. That's not bad, not terrible. We definitely had some things we could work on. Got to fix those 3 putts. Had a couple bad tee shots, but overall I felt like it was pretty good, especially going with all these new swing changes that I'm going through. So with that being said, I think 88 is a really good solid round from the tips out here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the round of golf. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.